this is the reason, some of the reasons why I consider people do not enroll either clients, team members, or any new person that you want on a team as a business partner. All right. So I'm going to give you a couple of reasons and I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to get into a little bit more detail. But the first one is you are prejudging. Okay. If you find yourself not signing up people, not bringing new customers in, not bringing people to your organization, not building, not growing, it's probably because you're prejudging. You can be new, you can have time being in the business, but it takes time to break the habit prejudging the people that you're going to show the information to, or even the people you already show the information. Okay. A lot of times we might think money is an issue, right? Or the reason that, I mean, the fact that somebody has money can be the reason as well. For example, I'm not going to tell John because John doesn't have money. I'm not going to tell Peter because Peter has a lot of money, so he doesn't need it. And the truth is that anybody who's got money is somebody who is a business person, right? Is somebody who's always looking to have more. It's always looking for growth, because that's the mentality that it takes for somebody to consider he or she already have money. Now, when somebody lacks money, you have a tremendous vehicle here, I am, for people to make money. So money should not stop you from showing the information to people. Same thing with time. This person doesn't have time. This person doesn't do anything. We don't need to be deciding for people, right? So a lot of times we also think, and we start thinking, who's going to be interested in this? Who's going to like this? Who is not going to like this? And then we start choosing who we're going to present based on that person's interests, okay? And if I ask anybody, if I ask you, would you like to have more money? Your answer is going to be yes, okay? And that's going to be 99.999% of the population. Do you want an extra $100? Do you want an extra $200? Do you want an extra whatever, right? People don't turn money down for the most part, okay? So it doesn't matter who's interested. That's for them to decide. A lot of times, one of the reasons why we prejudge people is, I don't think this person has enough context. I don't think this person knows enough people. And the fact is that it doesn't matter who you know and who you don't know, is who you are going to know in your business or in your journey as an entrepreneur that you are here to become. Okay, so that's really important. That's number one, the first reason why we are not growing. So you might be there and you might be one of those people who are yet to sign the first enrollment, right? The first team member, the first customer, the first business partner, okay, in your organization. So make sure you are not prejudging, because that's one of the main reasons why people don't grow. Just the same way that, and I consider this very, very, very important, because when we emotionally attach ourselves to the result, to the outcome, just like it is in trading, just like it is in the in business, building business, right? If we attach ourselves to the yes, to the no, if we get too excited when people say yes, if we get too low when people say no to us, then we are going to struggle, okay? Because when a yes hits and you're all the way high and somebody says no, then, or that person quits, because that's, that's what people do. People quit. And that's why average people are not successful, and that's okay. But when we get attached to the yes and we get super excited because somebody said yes and that person doesn't work, that doesn't put the work, then you're emotionally attached to and put all your hopes in that person. That's sustainable. Okay, so make sure you're not emotionally attached to the result, to the outcome, right? Your expectations should be, I'm going to enroll everybody, okay? And if I'm presenting somebody to the business, to the opportunity, if I'm showing the information to somebody, I'm going to expect that person to enroll, right? My attitude is going to be, I'm presenting you the information, I'm presenting you the best business ever, right? I know you're enrolled, right? But I know that if that person doesn't enroll, it's okay. Why? Because I'm not emotionally attached to the outcome, to the result, but my intention represent the way that I present, the way that I show the information, I'm already assuming it's all by the time the presentation is over. Why? Because that's got to be your posture and that's got to be your attitude when you're showing the business to somebody. Okay. So don't ever close your business. All right. What do I mean by this? If you have a business, the business got to be open to sell. Okay. The business got to be open to generate revenue, profit, and to make you money and to be productive. Okay. So you should never close your business. If you're not prospecting, if you're not inviting, if you're not presenting your business is closed. Your business is closed. Your business is not selling. If your business is not, you are not growing. And remember, there's no such thing as being stuck. You're either growing or you are going backwards. And that's important you guys understand. Do not close your business. Keep your business open. Keep prospecting, keep inviting, keep presenting the business. No matter what, we're always active. And if you cannot do that, just make sure that you connect people with the system, right? We have a nice system of presentations, trainings, and everything like the ones you guys are on right now. And everybody can connect and see the information because there's some great speakers presenting the business to your people in your behalf. Okay, so don't get emotionally attached. Put the action, expect the best, but know that ups and downs are going to come along the way. Okay, so that ties up pretty closely with number 3, as in the reason why you're not enrolling new people, new customers, new team members, new teammates, new business partners, is because you're not putting the numbers in perfect massive action. That means go all out, put in the numbers. The more people you talk, the more people that are going to enroll and join your business. Okay, a lot of people waiting for it to be perfect. They're getting ready to get ready, and they never. So there's a lot of people who have a lot of talent and they go nowhere. Okay, at number 2, when it's scaled 1 to 10, right? 1 to 10, as in 1, you suck. 10, you're the best, as in talent. Okay, and number 2, with no skills but hunger and obsession and wanting and the desire of building the business, building teams, is always going to be the number 10 who doesn't put the work. Okay, if I'm a 10 and I don't work, then whoever enrolls tomorrow and has 0 skills in network marketing puts the number, that person's gonna outwork me. That person's gonna put the numbers, and that person's gonna get a rank, and I'm not gonna get a rank. Doesn't matter how good I am or how much talent I have. Okay, because that person is gonna go out, tell everybody, and that person's gonna hit a rank. Okay, so when you're emotional, when you have the ups and downs, that's why I said number 2 and number 3 right here, this one, you know, they go together because we have the ups and downs when emotions kick in. So that's why I put there, action is going to kill any emotion. All right, when you're prospecting, and then you guys probably can relate to this, but at number 5 in the chat, if you realize that when you're prospecting somebody and you're prospecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you don't feel down. You don't think of the people who tell you no. You think of the next one. So put a 5 in the chat if that's your case, because you realize that you're happy, you're excited, you're acting, you are being productive. Your business is open. Okay, your business is open, your business is not closed. Therefore, your emotions are not part of it. Remember, we're emotionally detached from the results. Okay, so action kills emotion. Okay, so one of the things that I'm gonna give you, this is a tip. When I feel I don't want to do anything, when I don't want to build a business, I always want to build a business. So I don't want to feel like prospecting, for example. I just go out there and do one presentation, and then I'm rolling. Then I'm going. So that's a tip. That's a trigger for me to keep working. Okay, if I don't feel like it, I know that if I do a presentation, now I'm in the flow, and now I can prospect, I can present, I can do everything else that a business requires me to do to keep it up. All right. So another one really, really important is you're your face. And I want you to understand this because this is broad enough to everything at any stage that you're on. Okay. When I say you're not showing your face, people need to see you and hear you. Okay. And by that, I mean social media, I mean your warm list, your hot list, your hot market, everybody who knows you, they need to see you, they need to hear from you. So it's always better to send a voice note. It's always better to call the person. It's always better to pick up the phone, call contacts, and it's always better to show in person, right? And go meet people, go outside, meet some people, make friends, okay? Because the relationship is gonna lead to conversations, which are gonna lead to business opportunities and to presentations and closing and therefore commission. Okay, so really important you show your face, really important you go out there and tell everybody, like I was mentioning at the beginning, right? The number one reason why you guys don't enroll anybody or you're enrolling very little is, if that's your case, of course, is that people are not seeing your business. Okay, so that's really, really important. You have to build trust. How do you build trust? You have conversation with people, you talk, you show, you build your business, and that's gonna give you some credibility and some trust for other people to see that you're actively doing what you say you're doing. If you're not shy from it, if you don't shy away from it, then you'll be better. Okay, so just be yourself when you're prospecting, when you're building, what you're doing, because you is what people buy. Okay, people join you, people join your energy, people don't join your business, people don't even understand the business when they get in. They joined because they saw something in you, they saw something in your business opportunity as well. But people come here to learn what it is they're going to do. So that's important. And build trust with the person by being yourself, and you'll see how people start joining your business. So it's a process of getting better. And that's what we all go through every single day. Okay. So you got to assume the sale is already done. Okay. You got to assume that the sale is already done. A lot of times we are presenting the business, inviting people to our business opportunity, inviting to a presentation, to an event, and we are not thinking or believing that that person is somebody who's going to join the business. It's not somebody in our minds that is going to be a business partner, a customer, a client, or whatever the case may be. So you have to have certainty, okay? There's levels. There's, I think that this might happen. Belief, which is higher, that's faith, but I'm certain that means when you have certainty, you know for a fact that it is already done. Okay, so know it's already done. Okay, be certain about your business, be certain about the sale and the opportunity that you're presenting, and that's gonna give you a higher energy. That's gonna give you some posture. See, if when I talk to you, have good posture. I'm talking from here, my chest, and I'm presenting my business as the amazing opportunity and vehicle that it is, which is the best company, I Am Mastery Academy, with the best services and the best leadership there is in the world, right? So we're in the best place ever. I know that. That's certain to me. That's a fact. Therefore, anybody that sees my opportunity, I know that that person, they might not enroll today, right now, but they will enroll eventually. And when you have the same posture, that energy, that's going to give you better results, as in why it is that you're not enrolling people, okay? And that's going to help you enroll some people, all right? So what are you thinking about when you're inviting, when you're prospecting, when you're presenting, when you're doing all these activities that are necessary for your business to grow? You got to know what it is that you are thinking, what is going through your mind, how are you approaching people, okay? What it is that you have in your mind. Just remember, we become what we think about. That's what it is. Whatever we think about the most, we become that person, we become that, and we create those results. So I'm always thinking Chairman 10, Chairman 10, Chairman 10, Chairman 10, because I'm building it in my mind. Therefore, it's just a matter of time that it shows in the physical. Why? Because if I think it over here, then I'm acting like it. I'm acting like it. I'm behaving like it. And that's what's going to result in the physical on paper and the back office result. Okay. That's just what it is. It's just how it is. Things. That's how you build anything that you want to build in life. So make sure what it is you're thinking. I'm not telling you think Sherman. I'm not telling you think Planet 600. I'm just telling you, if you're inviting somebody, what's your attitude when you're inviting that person to see the presentation? What is your attitude? What's your posture when you are connecting with people and telling them that you have an amazing opportunity? Are you energetic? Are you excited? Are you making it important? Or are you just doing it because you have to do it? Right? People sense that. So anything that you are thinking, feeling, acting, producing, okay, people are receiving all of that. So you don't change by you don't change the outcome by treating your emotions. It's just the way you think. All right. You think, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you feel, the way you act dictates the results that you receive and produce. Okay. So you don't treat the feelings. Okay. You don't treat the action. You treat the thinking. The way I think, the way I'm going to feel, and I'm going to act based on my feelings. All right. And therefore, I'm going to obtain certain type of results. So that's really, really important. What are you thinking when you're inviting people? Do you really want it? Do you really want to build? Do you really want to grow? Do you really want to be that person hits a rank, who's celebrated, who goes to Monterrey, Mexico, and gets on that stage and is celebrated as a new Platinum 2000, Chairman 10, Platinum 5000, all right? You have to feel that way. And when you feel that way that you really want to feel, then you invite, then you promote, then you prospect, then you present. And I promise you, you're going to start enrolling more people because you have that posture and you have that feeling, you have that passion, okay? So me, myself, I get fired up about this because it's just what it is, all right? So it'll take you there, all right? Now, number 6 reason why you are not enrolling new people in your business is because you're not being consistent. You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent all the time. You have to be there. All right. Like I said at the beginning, the second slide said, do not close your business. Okay. Your business needs to be open. A lot of times we work hard for one day or two, and then we rest the third day. We work hard for a week, and then we rest a couple days again. You got to be working hard at all times, all right? You cannot be working hard at times. You got to be putting the work, putting the work, putting the work, putting the work. And I'm not saying work 24/7. I'm saying if you work this business 2 hours a day, those 2 hours they need to be every day, consistently, and focused. All right. 2 hours of focus towards the business is going to get you great results. All right. It's going to get you to your first couple ranks. Right. This is not, you don't need to be 24 hours into building the business so you can get to Platinum 300. Okay. You don't need 24 hours building the business a day so you get to Platinum 1000. You don't need that. All right. You just got to be focused and stay consistent. One day you do it, the next day you do it as well. All right. The next day you don't feel like it, you still do it. Next day you feel like it, you do, and you can do more. But you got to make sure you stay consistent, because inconsistency is the enemy of success. The moment you stop progressing. And remember, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So every time that I'm moving towards my goal, I'm being successful. Right? I'm being successful right now because I'm moving towards my goal. The moment I'm not moving towards my goal, I'm being a failure. All right. It's always temporary, but we got to take it day by day by day by day. Right. So the microwave mentality is the same thing. If I have a pack of popcorn, okay, if I have a pack of popcorn and I put it in a microwave for 30 seconds, right? And I press 30 seconds, okay, that represents me working hard. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I stop it and I'm like, what's wrong with these popcorns? You know, they don't pop. I mean, they're still corn, right? So I open the microwave. Uh, okay, nope. And I close it again, 30 seconds. I wait those 30 seconds, open, nothing. Start getting disappointed because I'm stopping to check it out because 30 seconds later, it's not there. Then I'm gonna say, okay, I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds twice. Let me put it there for a minute. So I put a whole minute and I stop and I open the microwave and I'm gonna see the package is just the same. No popcorn yet. Why? Because I gotta stay consistent. See, now I've worked double the time. You know, instead of 30 seconds, it's a whole minute. So I'm more disappointed because I'm stopping. I'm starting, stopping. You're never going to build anything if you stop. When you talk about, and we'll to continue, you guys all made popcorn at some point. So if the point is, if you put it 2.5 minutes, then now you gotta see the results. But it takes a whole 1.5 minutes or something for the first one to pop, and then pop, 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 and that represents when you break in a rank and when you start seeing your results. Why? Because you did not stop your continuous action. All right, so imperfect massive action, that's what the microwave represents, and that's what the popcorn represent. The results that you're gonna after a period of you taking that action. Let me know in the chat if this is being valuable. Put a number 2 or the number you want to put there. Put a number 2, number 7, number 8, whatever you want to put there. I just want to make sure this is making sense. All right, awesome, perfect, 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 great. Now, one of the commonalities that I've seen from people who are really, really successful, and every time you ask him, hey, how do you do it, is I presented my business to between 3 to 5 people every single day, 6 days a week, for a period of 5 years. Okay, that's what Alex Morton says it takes you to be a millionaire. Okay, if you do this, if 3 to 5 people see your business 6 times per week for 5 years, all right, consistency is not overnight, it's not get rich quick, but it's get rich for sure if you do it consistently, right? That's a formula to get to your first $1 million, right? 3 to 5 people seeing your business 6 days a week for a period of 6 years, all right? So 5 years, sorry, or more or less, but the point is stay consistent. Now, number 7, and this is really important too, you're not closing on, all right? By that, I mean that when we present the business to somebody, okay, we do a presentation, you have to close that prospect right away, okay? Right away. We cannot waste time. Say there's a presentation and the presentation starts at 8 p.m., okay? And the presentation finishes at 8:36, you're calling your prospect and you're closing that prospect right away. If you have multiple prospects, you call one and you call the next one, you call the next one. And when you call, you got 2 purposes. Number 1, you're calling to enroll that person. And number 2, you're calling to, if that person doesn't enroll right away, you set up the next exposure, right? Which is following up, right? So just, you got to know that those people reach out to you. You have to reach out and close. Remember, the presentation, and this is something that I'm gonna tell you guys because that I realized too. When we're in business, we feel like a relief. Okay, I feel like a relief that I presented my business, I showed the business, I just gave a presentation. So it's like, oh, finally, right? We're done with the presentation after making a list of contacts. inviting, prospecting people, connecting them to the presentation. Presentation's over, you feel a relief because you feel the job's done. All right, I'm here to tell you that presentation is your prospect step one. That's when everything starts. All right, it starts with the presentation. Everything previous is just a pre-presentation. When the prospect, the person sees the information, that's when the journey starts. All right, for them to receive and to ask questions, for you to close them, and for you to complete the sale and complete the job and get somebody on board on your team.
Okay. Jason said he might be able to just run them through horizontal pre-clean. That way it won't damage the panels on the rollers. Whenever we dry these from hummusing, they go.
To mute you. All right. Okay, awesome. So we are going to, I'm going to repeat that last part. When we are on the first step of the prospect, which is the seeing the information, we're going to follow up this another really important tool that we are skipping very often, and this is the last one right here. Reason number 8 why you are not enrolling people is that you're not following up. All right, the fortune is on the follow-ups with an S, plural. You don't follow up one time, you follow up continuously. All right, you keep following up, keep following up, keep following up. You don't follow up once, you keep following up. So like the presentations and prospects first step. Okay, when somebody doesn't join, it's because they don't know the information. They don't know what you and I know. I think we can all agree, and I want to see where you guys are standing at, but let me know in the chat with a number 9, right? If you agree that if your prospects or anybody outside of IM knew and has seen what we have seen, they would enroll like this. Yes or no? Put a number 9 in the chat if you agree with that. I know that anybody who's not in the academy, everybody who's not in IM, everybody who's not in our team chats, everybody who's not in these trainings, if they knew what we know, they would enroll like this. They would not have the excuse of, I don't have the money. They would not have the excuse of, I don't have the time. They would not have any type of excuse, but they would join right away. So what that tells you, tells me, tells you, is that people do not enroll due to lack of information. All right, that's all the prospect needs, and for that we have to follow up. And this is a super nice statistic that I really like. It's 95% of networkers follow up between 0 to 2 times. All right, that's all they follow up. But that 10% that follows up and follows up and follows up is the people who have success. Why? Because 95% of people enroll after the 3rd exposure to the business. All right, so pay attention to that. Percent of people are gonna follow up maybe once, maybe twice. All right, maybe twice. And 90% of people who sees the information enrolls after 3rd, 4th, 5th exposure to the business. Okay, so if everybody's stopping at 1 or 2 follow-ups, but everybody wants to enroll after the 3rd one, then now you see why people are not joining your business. Now you see why people are not getting enrolled into a business, because they don't get to know or receive the necessary amount of information that they want in order to be your organization. So that is really important, guys. Following up is one of the most important skills that we need to apply, because I think we've all heard the fortune is in the follow-up. All right, or like I say, the follow-ups. We all heard that, but very few people do that. Will you agree? Very few people really follow up properly. And when I say properly, it is consistently. Hey, constant, be consistent, and following up, showing information, and giving people what they really need. So that's the eighth and last reason that I put here. There's more, right? But main ones, as in why people don't get new people and new business partners and new clients into their business. Okay, so that's a little bit of what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. That's something that I have personally have experienced a lot. It's cost me money, time, effort, mistakes, right? Success as well, ways to find ways, the proper ways to do it, ways to find on how to not do it, and just be able to share with you guys. So that's gonna help you all save some time and be more active, right? So I something that I really wanted to share with you guys. Like I said at the beginning, I'm here, and this is beautiful, by the way. Like being able to work from anywhere. This is Miami. I'm in Miami. There's the ocean, and I'm right here. It's been my pleasure to share this information with you guys, and I know it's going to be